Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. See next is Mike Brenner. This is the MLB Odds Couple show for the games for Saturday, July 23rd. We are doing this, of course, as we always do on Friday afternoons. We only have the opening lines here. Mike Brenner, the first thing that jumps out at me, Ricky Nolasco at Fenway Park. Oh, my God, dude. The line is minus 270, but I have to assume he's going to give up. He's going to go maybe 3 or 4 innings, give up, I don't know, 7 or 8 runs, right?
Hey, you know what? I got to interrupt you because before we get deep into this, when we first started doing videos together, it was football season. Then we started talking about putting the record up. You said, I'm going to put you on the spot. Would you be willing to put your record up? And I said yes, and it blew your mind. Blew your mind, okay? Well, I want to know if you want to take on a challenge that I have for you. I think it'll be great for the viewers.
I highly suspect my answer to this will be no, but let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Hey, it's for the viewers, and it's both to challenge both of us to keep our pencils sharpened for the rest of the season. $500 bet right now. I want to pull it out of my pocket. that the rest of the season, I will come out on top of you in Major League Baseball.
Oh, I'm not going to bet that.
Come on, Pistol.
No way.
All right.
You shit. I don't think you necessarily could. I would beat the books, but if you beat me in baseball, I wouldn't be like shocked. I'm not going to bet that.
I would. You're the man. I just had to put it out there. Somebody told me to offer that challenge, so I put it out there. Now back to the game.
Yeah, no, that's a bet that I wouldn't necessarily think I had a clear and obvious edge on. And if I don't have a clear and obvious edge on something, at least in my opinion,
only stupid questions one you don't ask, though, right?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Absolutely.
Boston.
Right.
Woo. Yeah.
So the question is, Nolasco, is he going to get out? His last start was actually okay, right? It was actually good. People were expecting that to be an easy over.
And that's when their bats started coming alive, too, his last start. So, you know what, though, Pete? Because I'm using, can Boston keep winning like this? Do you think this momentum, can they keep winning? Can they put 8 to 10 game winning streak together?
I don't know, but as far as can they do it on Saturday, I have to think yes.
Okay. What's the first? Well, we don't have it. First half run line.
We can give you. You can take the openers for this. The full game money line though opened at minus 270.
Jesus.
With
okay.
Price.
Full game run line then would be.
So the full game run line, we actually don't have anything. It probably would be, I don't know, like minus 140, something like that.
Okay. I'll tell you.
Minus 1.
All right, here's what I'm going to do, because Price on the mound, I'm going to go full game run line, and I'm going to also take them on the, no, I'm not, just full game run line, one play.
Full game run line, all right, so we'll give you the Pinnacle opener.
We'll go with
right now
Pinnacle.
we don't have it. Full game run line,
Sounds good to me, buddy.
And I have to assume that,
I figured you'd be all over one,
Yeah, like the Boston team total over, it'll probably be 6.5.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be, I can't imagine it'll be 7. It's probably going to be 6.5.
Guess what? When's the last time Nolasco put 2 solid games back to back?
I don't know.
It's been a long time.
It might actually be, the total on the game is, I don't have the total here. So the total game probably be 6.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. The total on the game, I didn't check. I checked it, but I printed out the wrong things here. I think the total I saw was, actually, I didn't check the total, but I'm assuming that the team total over for Boston will probably be 6. Might be 6.5. I don't think it's 7.
Why don't you pull that damn trigger, Pistol?
All right,
You got to do something here.
Damn, I printed
you're
out
like
today.
a train
I
stalling
printed
on
out
the
today's
tracks.
totals, so I can throw that one down.
Okay.
All right, what else jumps out at me here? This is another one that I gotta be thinking is going to be a good bet. San Francisco on their team total over. They're going up against Nova, and Nova also had a good start. What?
His last start was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, and he's been doing okay recently. But I don't think that's sustainable. I think long term he's going to be a guy I'm looking to fade, not necessarily game in game out, but in spots. And I think this is one. How amazing was his last game? It was
great.
Good.
He killed me. He went 8 deep, and he just gave up 3 hits, and then bullpen came in and closed it out.
All right, you know what?
Samardzija, remember now, he got rocked a bit, but then he put something together. And what worries me, Pete, about this is the Giants lately. Their bats have been kind of dormant. I'm not sold on Samardzija on the road, and I just think Nova banks off of that. I'm going the other way on this. I'm taking full game money line Yankees. What's the best line you can give me?
Minus 111 right now.
Okay, I like that, Pete. And here's my thought. Even though the Yankees today announced that they're probably going to get rid of, do something with A-Rod and Texiera, they have other talent they want to bring up from the farm league. And when that happens, these guys want to show off and show what they have. I think it's a sign they're throwing the talent, but I like it with Nova in Yankee Stadium. I'm taking them. And I guarantee you, most everybody's probably going to be on the Giants.
Samardzija's definitely been shaky recently.
He has.
I
think he should have came out and went to the NFL, to be honest with you, even though he's a decent pitcher, but he would have shined in the NFL.
I'm definitely thinking about either. That game, the side is a 10-foot pole for me. I'm thinking about overs on any which way. First half, second half team totals. Eagles full game. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to pull the trigger on. But then another one that jumps out at me is this Colorado series against Atlanta. I just don't trust Atlanta in general. I think this is a good series to fade them.
It is.
And now we got a pitching matchup that's very favorable for Colorado. I've been on the record. I like this guy Anderson in general. It's impressive how non-shitty he's done at Coors in multiple starts. And Whistler's been getting really hit. I don't trust him at all here. All right, I will pull the trigger on that one.
I like that, Pete. Pull it, baby. You know why? Because Colorado's still breathing for the race, and they're not going to be a seller. They're looking to buy and purchase and try to add. So with that momentum in Atlanta still, they're looking up to next year. Even the players are like, God, I can't wait to get in that new stadium, for real, in Cobb County. I love it. What's the full game money line?
Full game money line, it's high. You're paying some juice. It's minus 170, but I'm willing to take it. The run line isn't out yet. I'm guessing it'll be minus 105.
And who's on the hill again for Colorado?
For Colorado, it's Anderson against Whistler.
Whistler. God, though, he burnt me twice. You know what, Pete? I'm staying off it.
All right,
I'm going to stay off it.
So I'm going to take Colorado minus 1, and there's no run line. When the run line comes out, I will take the run line and the money line on Colorado at that time.
Okay.
Colorado minus 1. All right. What else jumped out at you, Mike Brenner?
Okay, I like this. I'm going with Toronto on the run line for the game.
Toronto on the run line. We actually do have a run line for that one.
Dickey's pitching tomorrow.
Yeah, we actually do have a run line. We can give you the plus 135.
Okay, now I'm also going to use them on the second half. So
okay, that will be we'll give you the bookmaker opener.
Let's give them bookmaker second half. You got it. I like it, Pete. I think their momentum and Toronto sees first place. They're going to keep striving. Now, I got one other one I like too, and I don't mean to.
No, go ahead. I was just going to make a comment about Iwakuma that he's clearly not the Iwakuma of old, but his last start was good. So how do you figure this one? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And their bats are just they're just kind of getting silent.
In general, I think Iwakuma is overvalued, but again, his last start was good. So
and Corey Seager and Cano have gone silent, so I love it.
What else?
I like the Marlins. I really do. I think this matchup, I like it because Fernandez is just such a competitor, and he has his shaky starts on the road and everything else, but he seems to take care of business at home. Now, you're going up against a red-hot pitcher though right now. So what I like,
great start.
Exactly. I like Marlins in the second half. That's my only play, just the second half Marlins.
All right. I'm guessing that'll be, probably like minus 105, something like that.
Any thoughts on that, Pete? Does it kind of make a little bit of sense?
The Marlins on the second half.
Because the Mets have been having some mid-relief problems, and DeGrom's good for 6 or 7, but I think Fernandez can go deep. I think they get it done as they wear him down, DeGrom, and then they get into the bullpen.
Yeah, I have no real opinion on the second halves on that one. I'm definitely not going to bet it. The total is interesting. It's 6.5. What do you think about maybe the under?
Wow, yeah, that does, because DeGrom, boy, his ERA is
legit good. Yeah. Fernandez, I think, is legit good. Or you could even take a shot with like the first 5 innings under, which will probably wind up being 3, but it might open it.
Yeah, I'll stay away, but that's your specialty. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you went with that.
The problem is I just don't have the lines here to really make a decision on. All right, let's see.
That's
and then Chris Sale, we've been talking about in Periscopes and everything about how we want to fade Chris Sale. You told me you have a guy who's a baseball expert in Vegas who has been giving you the tip to fade Sale. Yeah. Minus 190 are the White Sox, and Boyd is a guy who's a little bit shaky, but did have some okay results in the minors, and his last start was good.
Last start was lights out, and I told my buddy, and he said the same thing. He said, didn't expect that. He said, but I'm hanging in there for it because apparently what he's hearing or whatever. But I'm watching the next 2 before I do any action on it. I'm not going to back it. I looked at the game itself. It's interesting, but I didn't see any real clear edge for me, Pistol Pete. So
here's another one that I was thinking you were going to maybe go for, Hamels and Ventura. You love to take Hamels. You've loved to fade Ventura.
But you
Texas
know what?
Is just
Texas is crumbling.
Yeah, they are.
And they are 14 out of 18 they lost. Now Fielder's gone for the year. This is the team that's going to try to buy so they can stay in the hunt. All right. I mean, it's amazing. They had a 10.5 game lead. So I don't think anything's going to get fixed overnight. And Hamels had some shaky starts big time. He's given up the deep ball quite a bit. His
last one was great though.
Yeah, his last one was great, and he is really good at home. But I don't know.
I think that's a very smart move, a very sharp analysis of that game, because you know that despite how Texas has been, the public's going to be on Texas there, and this might be
God, they were an ROI machine there for a minute. Yeah. God, Pete.
The public is going to be on Texas. I wouldn't be surprised if this line really jumps to minus in the 150s by close. And so if you want KC, maybe wait there and just get them at plus 130 or 140 or something like that. All right. So is that it for you?
That's it for me. I'll review them if you want.
Because I got to figure out. I've given only Colorado -1. I got to figure out which of these.
Okay, because I got a feeling you're going to be pulling that trigger on something else. But here we go.
I'll see. All right.
All right, here I go. Brenner's going to. I really feel good about this. I got Toronto tomorrow on the run line. It's going to be plus 135. 5, and I got the second half. We're going to give you the bookmaker opener. All right, I'm taking the Yankees tomorrow, full game money line, -111. Pistol Pete with that line shopping. And also, I'm going to be going Boston, full game run line, and I'm also going to be going team total on that, which will be the pinnacle opener.
What, Boston?
Yeah. No, actually, no.
Wait,
I'm gonna have the pinnacle opener for the full game run line.
Okay, yes.
That's one play on that. That's right. And the Marlins just the second half. So I'm feeling good about 5 quality picks, Pistol Pete.
All right, I'm probably gonna have a lot of bets tomorrow, but I think I will give the San Francisco Yankees over. I think I saw at 7.5 or 8, whatever it is. I'll go check it, but whatever it is right now, I'll give that one the San Francisco Yankees over.
Okay.
And other than that, geez, that Miami Mets game is tempting to take.
You kind of got me leaning that way.
I have to wait until.
Okay. Well, can I ask you a favor then? I'm not putting you on the spot, but will you do our viewers a favor tomorrow?
Sure,
As you're feeling good,
yes,
tweet them out, viewers. Check it out because
I will
seriously,
tweet out my MLB picks because I don't tweet my picks out for MLB so much because I decide them late and we give all the picks in the show. But yes, for the Saturday card, I will do that.
I'd appreciate that, buddy.
Let's see, God, it's so tempting to take Detroit.
I know.
I can't do it. For right now, I'll just stick with that. Colorado -1 and the San Francisco Yankees.
Don't you love this business?
Oh, it's fun. It is fun. It is fun. You got to be able to know how to avoid the pitfalls, though.
Yes, and a lot of that comes with shopping at SBRodds.com. Pistol Pete, tell them why.
Absolutely, SBRodds.com. Line shopping. Some of the keys to being successful: line shopping, money management, not over betting, and of course knowing what handicapping factors are for real and which ones are illusory. But you can take care of the line shopping one easy, no problem. Free line service, SBRodds.com, done. That part of it is taken care of. All you have to do is have a line service.
That's right, and all you got to do now is learn how to invest and quit gambling.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.